Good morning. How is everybody doing? I have a day off today, and I took a day off to see my son off to school. My son went to the middle school in the bus for the first time. So I took a day off. After he left, I came to the park to check my garden. I have a garden here at the park. So I have checked it and I'll walk there a little later. But today we want to talk about envy. So I stopped at Wawa because I don't have a kitchen, and bought coffee, and I bought a fruit. I have a fruit here, and I have bread here. Wheat bread, wheat roll. Okay, so that's my breakfast. And today we want to talk about envy. So if you're finding me for the first time, let me put that link out there. Okay, I was trying to find this link. And yesterday or 2 days ago, we got to 10,000 followers. That's a good one. That is a good one. So keep it locked in. And if you've not subscribed on YouTube, please do that. So today we want to talk about envy real quick. We only try to do less than 10 minutes because people don't have too much time and bundles to waste on Facebook. Greetings from Sierra Leone. My goodness, I can't wait to come to Sierra Leone. Very soon I'll be in Sierra Leone. What is these things you are drinking? I'm drinking coffee, and it is really it's reasonable. My sister is saying I start with the fruit. I was going to start with the coffee. I really like the smell of coffee. So we want to talk about envy. I'm eating out because I don't have a kitchen. Everything is broken in my house. It's here. So I like to eat a lot. My hands are washed, so no. Becky, I'm cheap. I stay in a budget. I'm not trying to buy things I can't afford. My coffee costed $1 and I'm good to go. This was like $3. I stay on a budget, and the bread is 99 cents. So I'm going to stop eating so I can talk about envy. Okay? Envy is a response to another person who has something that you want. Most of the time, people don't realize that they are envious of people, like jealous. You see someone and you like what they have, and all of a sudden your blood pressure goes up. Everything goes wrong. Your heart rate starts beating up and down. You feel weak. Some of you, your immune system is compromised. So I want to start with a personal story. When I moved to this country, in 1993, I found myself in a community that I was the minority. I found myself in a community with all born and raised Nairobi children, and I was the only village girl. And in that environment, life was not easy for me. Life was very hard because all these kids could relate, but I could not relate. With time, as we stayed in the community, there was one particular girl, because I've always been speaking my mind. There was a particular girl in this group that when anybody came in the neighborhood, I would just, be told that she would warn them to be careful with Penny. I'm the girl in the neighborhood that people tell you, when you come in, be careful. Then after some time, people will tell you, oh, they told me to be careful with you. How come they told me to be careful with you? The reason why they told everybody to be careful with me, I was coming from the village. I was coming from a single family. We didn't have friends. I was coming from a background where my dad was open and he spoke about things. He didn't hide anything. If something wasn't nice, it wasn't nice. So I was openly speaking. Unlike in the cities, I think some people are afraid to speak. I was raised to speak my mind. If I didn't like something, I just spoke about it. So this one girl, as part of the orientation, she didn't care where you came from. This girl just did not like me. For whatever reason, she did not like me. she will tell you, be careful with Penny. And I want to thank them, because fast forward, I found myself without friends, because now we didn't have anything in common. And they would say I was envious that they grew up in Nairobi. I was envious because I could not speak Sheng. I didn't even know what Sheng was all about. I knew the small Sheng from Kisii town, but their Sheng was more advanced. And for those of you who grew up in Kenya, you know, the people who grew up in Nairobi had this thing where they look down upon people who come from the village. They make us feel like you're less of a person. And it's not by choice. But I think after they left the village and went to Nairobi, they felt like they were accomplished. It's the same thing for us who are in America. Some of us here in America, once we go to America, we felt like, you know what, we've accomplished. So we start putting other people down. So now with time, it made me just be there by myself. And I have to thank God for Facebook, because with time, I've been able to connect with a couple village girls. And you know, I understand why they felt that way, because when I met these village girls that I've met on Facebook, we had things in common. We knew about going to the garden. We had stories that we could talk about, even if we were not in the same village. We were in different villages. But these Nairobi children spent most of the time thinking that I was envious of their life, when I was not really envious. So let me talk about envy. And by the way, you can see I'm wearing a t-shirt called Jim Top. Over the weekend, we were in Pennsylvania. It says Pennsylvania. And this one says, the more you wonder, the more you wonder. The more you wonder, the more you get out of your comfort zone, the more you see different things. So I took my family to the Poconos, and I am back. And I am ready for the school year. The school started today. And I wanted to talk about envy for those young people who are coming up and what it does to you. Envy takes your blood pressure up. Envy makes your heart rate feel like when you see Penny in Poconos, your heart starts beating. When you see Penny with her coffee, your heart starts beating. When you see Penny with posting photos of her and her husband, your heart starts beating. When you see Penny driving a Range Rover, your heart starts beating. When your heart starts beating, when you see people with things that you really want, your immunity is lowered. You start getting anxious. You start becoming hostile. You don't, every time people talk to you, you're always rude. Oh, Penny, again, she posted again today. She's at the park. She didn't go to work. You start resenting people. You get angry because you're always never grateful. Because every time you see Penny, she irritates you with whatever she's doing, whatever she's saying. Oh, how is her hair looking like that? How did she get her hair like that? Instead of thinking that, you know what, how can I get my hair like that? Okay? And envy can lead into depression. Look at yourself, sit where you are, ask yourself if you're depressed. Did envy lead you into depression? Did envy lead into your family breaking up? Envy can lead you to not even being a good parent, because you are spending so much time thinking about Penny's hair, thinking about Penny's t-shirts, thinking about Penny's videos, thinking about everything about Penny, and you're spending less time being grateful to whatever you have, the little that God has blessed you. And in the process, you start feeling useless. So people, envy can destroy you. Envy can occupy you. Envy can just mislead you. By the time you wake up, you'd have lost everything. So if you want what I have, if you want what Zipporah has, if you want what somebody else has, sit down and take a pen and paper, write down the things that Penny does that you like. Accept today, the first challenge, accept today that you're an envious person. Accept that, you know what, I've been envious, that's why I'm not progressing. Accept that, you know what, I'm not progressing because I spend so much time thinking about other people. Shift your focus to a positive thinking. Shift your focus from Penny, from Jane, from James, from everybody else. Shift your focus to yourself and desire a good life. Desire to travel, desire to lock your hair, desire to afford a fruit. You know, like my friend just told me, how she only eats Starbucks. For me, I am here, I eat Wawa because that's what I can afford. But my friend, you know, eats at Starbucks because she has earned the Starbucks. If you want Starbucks, sit down and say, you know what, this is what I want. Remind yourself that Penny doesn't have it together. Penny is also struggling. As I sit here to talk to you this morning, I don't have a kitchen. I'm also struggling. As I'm sitting here to talk to you this morning, I have children. I'm raising 4 children. I'm also struggling. As I sit here this morning, I have a husband. I have marriage problems that you might not know, but I have them. Don't think my marriage is as perfect as you want to think. No, I have challenges. As you see me here, my bank account is struggling. Remind yourself that Penny is also struggling just the same way you are struggling. Avoid negative people. There are people that I have blocked. Some of the people in my neighborhood or in the area, I block people. I just learned not to try not to block people. I enjoy blocking people who are interfering with my brain process. Anybody that I know that is going to say something negative, what I do, I just go like this and I eliminate you. Why do I block people? I remove negative people out of my life. That's why Facebook made that feature for us to use. People that you've never met on Facebook that insult you, don't allow them to insult you. Just block them. Remove them from your page. Remove them from your space. So that way you can focus on the positive people that are in your life. So surround yourself with positive people. Spend time with people who are grateful. Sometimes I just get grateful for nothing. I'm just thinking like, oh, thank God I'm in America. I'm driving my car. I have my garden. I have my children. I have my brothers. I have my sisters. Be around people who see good. Don't be around people who are always negative. Spend time with positive people, people who are going to encourage you, people who are going to say, yes, Penny, let's go to Pennsylvania. Let's tour this city. When we went to Pennsylvania, we took the train. The train was full like this. So if I had found another family, Kenyan family, we could have gone, taken the train. We go to the Poconos. When we came back, we put a fire pit. Find another family. Surround yourself in another family that is positive. I don't do family group vacations because when I look around, when I see the families that I see, I don't want to get to the Poconos and we are here fighting. I don't want to get to the train, we are here abusing each other. It is hard to find a family that is respecting each other, that sees good in other people. And I tell my children that all the time. Don't surround yourself with negative people because they will bring you down. Spend time with positive people. Celebrate other people's success. If you see me, I've achieved now, I'm eating this mango. Don't get upset. Celebrate with me. When you see I've got 10,000 followers that I'm celebrating today, be happy for Penny and say, yeah, at least Penny has 10,000 people. Now if Facebook is giving something, Penny can get something. Celebrate other people. Maina, unajua kikisi? Wakire. Okay? Like I saw Maina playing equipment, DJing. I'm celebrating you. I want my husband also to start DJing on the part-time so he can play music for us. Celebrate other people's success. Be generous. Replace envy with compassion. Try to be nice. Try to feel sorry for Penny sometimes because I might look to you that I have it together and you're envious. I'm also struggling. Count your blessings every day. Remember, I have this, I have that, I have that. Don't be envious of other people. They are also struggling. And when my Abu and myself looked at Maina is bought a kit for DJing, and we saw him playing the music. We were inspired. When you see somebody doing something here on Facebook, take it as an inspiration. Find your thing. For him, it's DJing. For me, it's gardening. For me, it's talking on Facebook. For me, it's traveling. What is that one thing that brings joy? Count your blessings. Sit down and plan what you want. Write it down. Find good friends that are going to support you in your journey. Make sure you have an accountability partner. Somebody who's going to tell you that, you know what, Penny, have you done your work today? I'm a loner because you know what? I find like I can't stand a lot of people. Why? Because they are always negative. All you need to say to me is one negative thing and I'll cut you off. I don't want people that I sit with and by the time I'm done talking to them, I'm feeling down. I like to joke. I like to laugh. I like to uplift my spirits. I'm raising 4 children. It is not easy to be married and have 4 children and you have your extended family. I need someone who can boost my immune system. Happiness, when you're happy, when you're feeling great, your immune system is good. But when you're envious, when you're jealous, your heart rate, you start beating. You see somebody has planted corn. Oh, your heart is beating. You see somebody is traveling, oh, my heart is beating. You see somebody has their son is going to college, oh, you skip a bit. You see somebody's children are successful, they are going to university. Oh, I can't breathe. Oh, envy will hold your heart down. You are not able to progress. Jealous is going to keep you right there. Envy is going to keep you right there. When you see other people doing things, people you've met, people you've never met, celebrate them. Celebrate those people. Celebrate Penny and my achievement. Okay? Because right now, this morning, I came to the park to finish my story because I have to go eat. And I'm also going to go see my mom. I have a date with my mom. As soon as I pulled in and I parked at the parking lot. This is a park right here, if I can show you guys. This is my space right here. This is a gazebo. I'm at the park. If you want to grill meat, you can come and grill meat here. This is a park, you know. And there is the children's park. The kids are already there, okay? The garden is on the other side, okay? So now, I'm here trying to do all these things, and somebody else is busy bad-mouthing Penny. Oh, Penny this, oh, Penny that. So this lady came to me. This is the park, you know, people are parked here, they are walking. The lady came to me and she said, oh, I don't mean to disturb you. She knew I came here for a walk because I have my water and everything. I'm walking to the garden so I can show you guys my garden. And she said to me, oh, who does your hair? Can I get the number of the person that does your hair? This lady liked my hair immediately, okay? And she told me, oh, your hair looks so beautiful. I twisted this hair yesterday by myself, okay? Let me turn this camera. I twisted my hair yesterday by myself, and it looks beautiful. And I gave her the number of the lady that I know that has a salon, so I can give that lady the business, the lady that locked my hair. But I do my own hair. This is the park. You see, I do my own hair, and I didn't want to tell her, you know, right now I'm doing it. I gave her the number so I can give that, my hairdresser, the business, because she's looking for someone to do it for her. And me, I can't do it for her, okay? It's something positive. This lady liked my hair and she wants it. That is the challenge I have for you today. If you're envious of Penina, oh, this is dark, let me turn. The garden is here. You see people's gardens are here? Okay? These are people's gardens, okay? You are envious of other people. So this is my garden. It's not so far from where I was seated. You see, I put managu here last week, remember? And I still have a few tomatoes. Okay, I still have tomatoes left there. I put managu this whole place. And I put, what did I put here? Saga. I put sagas here. Look at my neighbors' peppers. Now you come and see the neighbors' peppers. This is lemongrass. Look at the neighbors' peppers. And then I start getting envious and wanting, okay? This neighbor here has flowers, okay? Everybody has something that they've planted here, okay? So my okra, do you guys see my okra? My okra is done. The season is over, but I still have this one here. When I finish, I'm coming to harvest. I like gardening, okay? What do you like? What do you like? What is that one thing you like that you like to do that, you know, you're not able to do? You see me, I like gardening. I like being alone. I like talking. What do you like? Instead of getting envious about people's children, people's achievements, what is that one thing? Envy is going to kill you. Envy is going to take you to a hospital. You'll end up taking medication. Envy is dangerous. If you like something, go for it. Look for it. You understand, Jane? Yeah? That's what I'm saying. Go for it. Ask me how I'm doing it. And if you're looking for a friend that is motivating you, I even go to the gym by myself. I'm a loner. That gift or punishment, those my community here gave me when I first came, it's called alienation. I can't say it properly. Where people leave you because you don't fit in. Use it to your advantage. I did not fit in the Nairobi group because I was from the village. But you know, now I'm enjoying my village life here. I do my gardening. You see, this is the park. It's so beautiful. And you know what? When you are rejected, use that rejection to your own good. Don't start hurting and getting depressed and saying, oh, they don't like me. No, when people reject you, be grateful for the rejection, okay? And keep it moving. Because one day, they will look back and say, you know what? Why did we reject Penny? Because those people left. Hey, it's been 29 years since I've been here. 29 years ago, I was rejected. And they put me in a situation where I had to really mind my business because I was the only one from the village. It's now recently that I've been connecting with people from the village, you know, people that know at least what I'm talking about, people that can understand me. Because the Nairobi children, just like the American children, you take them home, they wouldn't fit in, okay? They wouldn't fit in because you know what? They are not connected to that community. So that's why Facebook has a program that is called Communities. Communities is where you find where you're suited, you fit in that community, you start growing yourself. That's why Facebook is so passionate about communities, because you find where your fit is and you put yourself in that situation. That rejection I faced here in New Jersey has put me where I am today. And you know, success is not what you see on the outside. Success is when you are able to have peace when you go to sleep and you are peacefully sleeping without any problem. You know that, you know what, whatever Jane has, I don't have to have. But whatever Jane has, if I want it, I can pick the phone and ask Jane, how did you do this, Jane? Can you help me get there? Jane, how did you do that? Can you help me get there? Good people, today is Tuesday, and today is the day to challenge you. Don't be envious. Envy will put you in the hospital. Envy will kill you. If you see anything that I have and you want it, come to me, let's sit down. I have a book. I always have a book and a paper. I am willing to mentor you for a good reasonable fee, because you know the mentor has to eat, okay? So I can be talking to you every now and then, and I motivate you to get where you want to go. Whatever you're passionate about, find it and do it so well. Cheers, guys. Please like my page if you've not liked my page, and share this video on your page. Thank you and God bless you.